Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now.
COVID cases, hospitalizations, and deaths are all down in Michigan, but some are still wondering, can we really let our guard down? And if so, for how long? Right now, Michigan is in a relatively comfortable position with COVID-19, with most of the state at a low level, according to the CDC community level tracker.
That's right. And that has led many people to relax their precautions and put away their masks. Our Dr. Frank McGeorge talked this afternoon with Michigan's chief medical executive about masks, boosters, and where we go from here, Doc.
Yeah, Kim and Jason. So, overall, things are looking better across the state. But that clearly doesn't mean that Michigan is done with the pandemic. Some people are still getting infected, and we frankly have no idea what the future is going to hold. But right now, for the average person, it is safe and reasonable to take a breath and relax your precautions.
Masking guidance has gone from guidance that was very broad and that applied to everyone going into indoor public spaces. We really wanted everyone to mask up in any sort of indoor public space, to now advice about making decisions that are best for yourselves and for your family members.
That's Dr. Natasha Bagdasarian, Michigan's chief medical executive.
If you are someone who is at higher risk, or if you have a lower risk threshold, if you're more concerned, or if people around you are at higher risk, those might be reasons to continue masking.
Second booster doses of the vaccine have recently been authorized by the FDA for people over 50 and younger people with immune compromise. While Dr. Bagdasarian doesn't believe there are many reasons a person should not get a second booster, she also says
there are some personal factors that would go into making this decision about whether to get your booster shot now or whether it would be more appropriate to wait a little while. For example, if you very recently had a COVID infection, maybe getting a booster right now isn't the best decision for you. Maybe you're on a medication right now, a steroid, for example, that would alter your response to a vaccine. So there are all kinds of individual factors, and it's really good to speak to your physician and discuss some of those concerns.
Now, finally, regarding the spread of the Omicron variant BA2, Dr. Bagdasarian says the state is continuing to monitor things. But given that a very large percentage of the state has either been vaccinated or was recently infected during the Delta and Omicron BA1 surge, she's hopeful that it's not going to explode in Michigan as it has in parts of Europe.
Yeah, let's hope not. Well, Doc, she sounded pretty optimistic about where we are right now. Is that how you read it as well?
Yeah, I agree. She was overall very positive and optimistic about our current situation, but she's also realistic in acknowledging that things might change. In fact, along those lines, one other important point that she made was that if you're someone who believed that they could just weather out the pandemic and skip the vaccine, this is not a signal that it's done. In fact, really quite the opposite. She says COVID is here to stay, and the safest way to reduce your chance of serious illness is still to get vaccinated. Back to you.
Okay.